Hi, and welcome to What's the Tea and L&E. I'm Leah, and I'm here with
Carter.
And Carter is a partner in my firm, a great litigator, and he is the JAG officer of Virginia. And I wanted to have Carter on because I recently came across a drone policy in an employment handbook. Basically, a company that was using drones to monitor remote work sites, and I had not come across that before. And Carter has great experience with drone law. So, Carter, what do we need to know about companies using drones nowadays?
Well, well, let me start with what companies like to use drones. You can all picture the Amazons of the world delivering packages, and it can also be smaller companies. It doesn't have to be that scale. It can be used in the supply chain for the same reason. It can be used during agriculture to spray fields and things like that. Something near and dear to my heart, utilities. It's used to inspect the rights of ways, the train tracks, the pipelines. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
maybe in the one I saw, it was law enforcement using it for public safety to use
right.
drones to maybe look for missing persons.
Yeah, public safety agencies definitely that is- they use it for mapping and fires and all sorts of things.
Yeah, and I was thinking construction sites, right? Harder to get someone up on a roof to assess the work product or kind of monitor employee work up there, but maybe using a drone would be easier to use.
Right,
Yeah.
drones are a great option for safety because it can get up to high spaces, uh, closely contained areas, stuff like that. That if you didn't have to send somebody in there, it's better to send a drone.
Yeah, like a mine or something too. So, okay, so what laws come into play with the use of drones?
So mainly FAA. FAA gets to regulate the federal airspace, or what they call the national airspace. Basically, all the air all around you, from 1 inch off the ground to a thousand
Someone
gazillion feet.
regulates this.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So as long as you're following the FAA rules, you're going to be good. But there's also some state laws that come into play, like especially for privacy. Um, but as long as you're staying on your own property and you're not violating people's reasonable expectation of privacy, you're going to be in good shape.
Yeah, and so that's interesting. You've got trespass concerns, privacy right concerns. What about a company who may want to use a fleet of drones or to be able to have employees operate drones to either have a manager operate drones to monitor multiple employee work sites, or maybe to operate multiple drones to deliver donuts?
So right now, it's under Part 107, which allows one pilot in command to control one drone, and usually he has to have his eyeballs on that drone. So, but under Part 108, which is going to be coming out soon and be implemented in about a year or so, that's going to allow companies to have entire fleets of drones to operate them sort of autonomously. So as long as you have one flight coordinator, one operations supervisor, and sort of an operations center, they can be managing all these drone operations simultaneously.
Wow. Okay. So I should not be as scared as I am right now for this, but this is the new frontier using drones, either having employees using drones for business operations or profitability, or using drones to monitor employees. We're going to see it on both ends. So, what kind of policies should companies put in place, or what do companies need to do to get ready?
So to get ready, have safety policies in place, do risk assessments, certainly have maintenance policies, start documenting things, documenting your maintenance, do background checks, make sure your personnel have the right certifications and the right
Yeah,
temperament.
I mean, this is a good point, right? So if you have an employee who's operating a drone, and that employee, by operating the drone, either flies over someone and improperly films their residence or peeks into someone's office window, you as an employer could be liable for them violating state law, right?
That's right. Well, and you know, perhaps negligent per se, you can have all sorts of problems come up, fines, administrative fines. Uh, One quick thing, I'm glad you said a camera on the drone because it's okay to fly over someone else's property. It's just not okay to be spying on them, to be peeping in their dwelling
Yeah, or filming them, right?
or filming them.
Yeah. So now what about if you're going to use drones and potentially monitor employees or safety issues, and you might record employees in some way or see them, do you need consents from employees?
Not necessarily, but it's definitely best practice. That's going to avoid a lot of problems down the road. It might be able to allow you to fly the drones overhead because they they consented to it, they could be considered part of the operation. It's also just kind of a way to avoid complaints in the future. As you said, drones can be creepy if they're just lurking about. So if people have notice of them and have certainly if they've consented to them being there, then you're going to help avoid those problems.
Awesome. Well, Carter, thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us. Until next time.